Happy Saturday, everyone. I'm just telling the Lord thank you. I sit back in this car and I just reflect. And I just want to encourage somebody today. I just want to encourage you. Don't let your life just go down the drain. And when you finally realize what you done lost in life and you can't regain it, it's nobody's fault. I'm saying this to say that is that I think about where I come from. I think about the age I was when I was out the door on the streets. I was 15. 15 to 18, I finally got a place. 18 to now, I'm 42. 20 years, I could reflect on where God has really truly brought me. I took certain things for granted in life, in which we all do. We don't know the value and the severity of life until we learn and get the experience. There's a lot of things I wish I could redo, but I can't. So I had to do what I had to do to get where I'm at now. But now that I work for it, I'm able to hold something and gain, I value it. But I was looking at it like, the older you get, your children get. And life begins to just bypass you. You begin to get to that stage of, how long do I really have to succeed in this lifetime? Some people's life is cut off faster than others. But every day should be a birthday to us because we here on earth and we got another day to get the wrongs right. So I was sitting back, y'all. I have took some real hits these last couple of days. When you know what you know and you know what's in your camp. And you have people taking advantage of you and they feel that because you in God and you're supposed to eat what they throw out at you, and that's not true. So I asked the person this question. I said, what was so strong to where you had to lay your life living down or your independency for them, and then when they left the picture, you couldn't regain life? Nothing should have that much power over you, but it does. People really let people dummy them down. I mean, dummy down. And so I just looked at them and I said these words to somebody else. I said, keep living and let life keep showing you the circle of life. The things that's going to come around and knock you down. Keep living. Keep truly, truly living. Keep living. Keep living. And life will show you the circle of life. So at the end of the day, we can't let nothing be that strong to where we take to it and it knocks us down. Then when you trying to regain yourself, you can't. There's nothing should be that powerful. Nothing. The greatest drunk, the greatest smoker, the greatest prostitute, the greatest of all times have fallen and God has raised them back up. So I looked at this person as, okay, I looked at you as, well, dog, how can you be with a person that wants something and you still don't want nothing? So right there, it tells a lot about a person's mentality and their mental state. But if they know the man that I know, that I read about in the Bible, that was born in a manger, he was risen from the dead, all the things I heard about this, who is this Jesus? And once I got to know who is this Jesus for myself, I found out he is who he say he is. So a lot of people use these unfounded excuses why life took them there. But I could look at my life and say, you got an excuse, but I was 15 in the cold. I was 15 in the cold by 16 with a baby. and ain't had much of nothing, but God still kept me. 16 to 18, pregnant with my second child. Staying with the man I got pregnant from, throw me out the door in the cold. Because something about the cold. The cold, when it start getting cold this time of year, this is not a happy season for me, because I always reflect on where I was at in this time of my life when I didn't have shoes to put on my feet, or I didn't have the necessities of life. So I have gotten where I'm not selfish, and I should be more careful, but I'm not selfish. I should be. But I'm not selfish because I understand the struggle is real. But I know God kept me. That's all I know. All I know, he kept me. Through all the trauma, through all the abuse, through all the headaches, through all the ups and downs, through all the failures of life, God kept his hands on me. And people don't know how it feels to have lived with people, family especially, and they talked about you and they put you out the door. If nobody know how that feel, you can't relate to my life. So that's why when I tell somebody and I'm trying to build you up as an individual and help you get somewhere, you got to know the story. You got to know the story. And I told my son this today, standing in the bank. I said, son, keep living. You will find yourself hucking down to people to make sure they okay with you. But I'm to a place, I don't care if you ain't okay with me. I'm not going to huck down and eat what you issue out because I'm my own woman now. I don't have to lay in nobody's houses. And I pray to God, God keep me stable, that I never have to go lay in nobody else's house. But if I had to, I know how to get up and clean up and cook and do my part as a person in a person's house. But I pray to God I never have to go stay in nobody's house. Because the worst thing I have ever experienced is when you stay with people and how they mistreat you. Oh my God. And it don't even be you got to do anything. It's just that their life problems bringing problems to their problems because you are a burden. You begin to be a burden to people, especially if you don't want to get up and do nothing to better you. So I just want to tell somebody, the state that you in, it ain't always going to be like that. You ain't always going to have to eat out the hands of other people. But some people, God allowing you to be punished like that because you won't turn your heart unto him. And I got told, he looked at me real good. I said, don't ever allow nobody to take your independency. Be determined to not let no one take your independency. Because if you give them that much power and they get up and walk away from you, you going to lose it all. You going to stand there and be looking crazy like a cup. It was full when they was there, but longer now they gone, it's empty. I had my share of that in life. I had my share. Everybody looking at you crazy. They're looking at you, but they don't know the story. They don't know the struggle. They don't know the pain that you used to carry. And I had somebody tell me this the other day. I'm so funny. The person said, I was scared of you. I didn't know which way to go. I said, you know why you were scared of me? Because I will put up a defense mechanism. And the defense mechanism was because I did not want to let people in to hurt me or me hurt them. Because you got to remember, people, when something feels threatened, it builds a defense mechanism and it will fight back. So a lot of times I didn't know how to trust people because of the experiences of life. I'm learning day by day. But then when somebody show you that who they are, you better believe that's who they are. And then you keep trying and you keep trying and they keep doing it and they keep doing it. That's who they are. And so life, I learned life real quick as a young woman. I learned life real quick. When I tell you life will tell you, I'm telling you, the circle of life will show you how to grow up and show you how to mature and show you how to build yourself up. But if you get to Christ, he'll help you lead the way. He'll lead the way for you. But guess what? People want to blame people for their failures and their faults. We all got to pay penalty for what we do. You reap what you sow. And I asked God many days, why, God? Why did I go through so much hardship in life? It's like trouble just will follow me. Trouble was my first name. Trouble Susie Bullock. Trouble. Trouble, 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 trouble. But it really, in all actuality, it was not trouble. It was just the enemy always wanted to destroy me. He never wanted me to find out who I was. He never wanted me to come out the box. So one thing about me, I'll talk about me me first. But a lot of people don't know you because they don't know the story. They assume what they heard. No, get it from the horse's mouth. If you get it from the horse's mouth, you'll be surprised, because a story go three ways. Is you the person, and it's Jesus, because he know the truth. And somebody got to tell the truth. And if your story steady switching up, you lying. But if your story stay the same and you telling your truth, tell it, because it's going to better somebody else's life. Well, it's a lot of things I could share, and you will be sitting back shaking your head, but the timing is not yet. A little by little, I'm going to come on out with it, but the timing is not yet. So again, happy birthday to me, and I'll be talking to y'all later.